How to deal with difficult words that you come across while reading without letting it interrupt your flow. That's what this video is about, so keep watching for the next couple of minutes. I'll try to keep this one short so that immediately after watching this you can apply into the next portion, next page that you read. So let's talk about this book, Slow Productivity. Slow Productivity has been written by Cal Newport. He's a seasoned writer. He's been writing, has been having books being published for almost 18 years now. Now, over these 18 years, his writing style has evolved. Although a lot of this writing style is American English, as well as a little bit, jargonistic, because he has tried to simplify it, but there are a lot of words that are not so much in one's vocabulary. And this is just a non-fiction book. If you go to fiction book, there will be authors with a lot of fragrant writing where you'll come across with complicated words, words describing emotions. So it might not be in everyone's vocabulary. Now, when you read and you come across an unknown word, you will feel annoyed. You might feel confused. You might be tempted to go to your nearest phone and open a dictionary. But this is where you're going to do your biggest mistake. The mistake was not that you did not know the word. The mistake was that you tried to immediately find an answer and went to internet. And the moment you went to internet, it not only broke your flow, you gave all these dark forces a great opportunity to distract you. Next thing you know, you're scrolling on WhatsApp, watching the tweet and stuff. And before you come back to reading the book, maybe another 15-20 minutes later, you've forgotten what you just read for few pages that you were already into. So don't break your flow. While reading, follow this, listen to this carefully. While reading, when you come across a word you do not understand at all, first use this pencil or pen, whichever you're reading. I've asked you to do this as a practice. Encircle it. If you're on Kindle, hard press that word and highlight it. First do this, okay? Now, you've encircled the word. You will find the meaning of this word later, after your reading session gets over, okay? So whenever you're done with your reading, you can find the meaning. But you're not going to ignore the word, because if you ignore the word, you're going to get stuck. So you encircle the word. Now you're going to guesstimate the meaning of the word. How do you guesstimate a word meaning? You can't just randomly come up with it. So you have to add context. The context is the sentence in which the word has been used and the sentence right after. If you try to understand what the author is trying to say, you are roughly able to picture what that word would have meant. Now, if you still don't understand from the sentence, okay, ignore the word. Try to understand the author, what the author is trying to convey in the paragraph. So, if you don't understand the word, ignore. Try to understand the sentence and then guesstimate the meaning. And if you still don't understand the meaning or the sentence, look at the paragraph at a whole. Most of the authors who get published, their books goes through a lot of editing for grammatical stuff, and that's why the paragraphs they are scrutinized paragraph by paragraph. Is the paragraph making sense grammatically and obviously for the reader? So you will find an implied meaning in the paragraph. So do not get stuck on the word. Let the word that you do not understand be just a speed breaker rather than a dead end. And don't let your flow break. Just encircle, guesstimate the meaning, try to understand the sentence. If you don't understand the sentence, understand the paragraph. You don't have to learn everything, you have to understand. You don't have to connect with everything, you have to feel. And you don't have to know every word, you just have to guess what this word would have meant. And after the reading session, just find out the meaning of some of the words. If you end up finding meaning of say 100 words, reading will be a 10-minute exercise and finding the word would be a half an hour exercise. So just keep it minimal. With practice it will be very natural. And I use this app, I've been using this for now many years, WordWeb. WORDWEB. It's an independent project by someone, and these dictionaries operate offline. I've moved on to iPhone, and on iPhone I can just hard press and look up. But even then I resist to do so while I'm reading, because again my flow state would break. I don't want to go on internet while I'm reading. So that's it. That's what I want you to apply. How to deal with the difficult words while reading? Guesstimate it. Park it for future. And most of the times when you guesstimate and then you find the meaning and there's a close linkage between your guess, you learn that word. And if there's a huge, opposite effect, you guessed something and the answer, the real meaning is absolutely opposite of what you guessed, you still learn. So there's a there's a huge win-win if you follow this approach. Let me know how it turns out for you. Don't just let me know a day. Apply this for a week. It's not going to be easy. Nothing is. But this could be a way to not only read non-fiction books in the future, which has a very high standard of writing, but fiction books as well. But without you breaking your flow of reading, because you are responsible and you have it all in you to defend your attention, because the sharks are out there to take you away from the book to that phone. So yeah, happy reading. Let me know if you have any questions in the comments, or you know how to reach out to me directly in the group. Happy reading.